Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, October 18th. Coming at you with week 4 of my horror marathon. And did get a few first time viewings in. A lot of them kind of sucked. um, Especially the 3 I watched last night. If you saw my posts on Instagram or Facebook. I don't have luck with that series, so, but I'm happy to have watched it. So, yeah, I just turned this damn thing on and it died. But I got a spare. Let's see how long this thing lasts. Okay, you are crapped and you are there. So we will just get started because pretty sure this ring light will die in about 2 seconds. So this is everything I've watched from October 11th to last night. Number 103, I watched The Hills Have Eyes. And then, sorry, I'm just moving my tripod a little bit. 104, I watched Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. And then for 105, I watched on Tubi. It was a first time viewing. I watched Creepazoids. It was okay. It was pretty good until a certain person got killed off, and then my interest in the movie kind of just went boom, down the toilet. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Would I buy it? Maybe. I'm not sure. And then 106, I watched on Amazon. Is it Amazon Prime? I gotta check my thing. Yep, Amazon Prime. I watched VHS Viral. I didn't like it. I don't have luck with the VHS films at all. Gave it a 4 out of 10. It's like, I just find it boring. It's like the there's certain anthologies that are awesome. Creepshow 2, Trick or Treat, and I'm like, why can't it be like that? I don't mind the gore. I mean, I'm here for the gore, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I gave that a 4 out of 10. And then I watched another first time viewing, one that I owned. 107 is this film called The Rake. I just found it at Walmart for like $10. I should have only paid 5 for it. Gave it a 4 out of 10. Thought it was boring. Didn't like the characters. Yeah, wasn't what I thought it is. So that goes into the pawn pile. And then October 12th, I only watched 3 films. 108, I watched Creepshow 2. And then 109, I watched the original Dawn of the Dead. And then 110, I watched Creature. Thank you, Vinegar Syndrome, for putting this one out. And already the ring light's dying, so even when I charge it, they fucking die. And I don't want to buy a big ring light for something I only do a couple of times a month. So, just have to deal with this. Put that over here. Okay, so on Friday the 13th, I did a double feature. For 111 and 112, I did watch Friday 13th, Part 7 and 8, which I call Jason Takes Vancouver. This one I hold near and dear to my heart because it was the first Friday movie I ever saw when I was, when I was 7 years old. And then for 113, I watched From Beyond, my favorite Stuart Gordon movie. And for I was 113, this is 114. I don't see. My brain sucks. I don't know if I said 113 or 114. But this is 114. Brain scan. And then for October 14th, number 115, I watched Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This is high on my list of my favorite Halloween movies. And then for 116, I watched Candyman. And then for 117, I watched The Horror of Dracula. Finally got a Hammer film on the list. 118, I watched The Conjuring, which I absolutely love. And 119 was the first time viewing I watched on Amazon Prime, was X. I get why people like it, but did it wow me? No. but I did enjoy it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. There was I don't know if I wasn't seeing what everybody else was, but it's not a bad movie. I liked it, but it didn't give me the wow factor everybody was telling me about. But I did like Mia Goth. I did like her in it. I do see the appeal of her. And I mean, if I didn't really care for X, I wouldn't have watched another movie coming up. So 7 out of 10. Will I buy it? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And I ended that night 120 with Elvira's Haunted Hills. And then for October 15th, I started that day off with Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday. Don't care what anybody says. I love this film. I have loved it for the last, can you believe it, 30 fucking years? My opinion on it hasn't changed in 30 years, and it won't. And for 122, because the sequel is playing at the movie theater, but I have been sick for the last week. And I only have today and tomorrow to try to go see the sequel. But I did finally watch The Evil Dead. Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is playing at my theater, but like I said, I've been really sick. I'm on Dayquil right now, but I have been really sick. I wanted to go yesterday, and then I couldn't stop sneezing and blowing my nose, so I was like, I don't want to sit in a movie theater and have people listen to that all day. So I'm hoping maybe go to the movie tonight or tomorrow, because then after that, that's it. It's not playing anymore, which sucks. 123, I watched The Meg. And then 124, I watched on PVR. It's not out on Blu-ray yet, but almost 3 weeks ago, they played The Meg 2, The Trench. And I taped it because I knew I was going to watch it for my horror marathon, which I did. I got to see it in the theater. I love the Meg movies, and I love the books. There's 7 books out right now. And everybody's like, it was based off a book. I'm like, yeah, since half of you people weren't even born when the first book came out. I was born. I was 17 when the first book came out in 97. So 97 also had Game of Thrones and Outlander. So, but yeah, I like the Meg movies. They're just good popcorn movies, and that's half the time what I want. And Jason Statham, I will take him any day of the week. And I ended that night. I gave this a rewatch, and I actually liked it better the second time, but it's not the better of the film. Better film. Blah! Annabelle. And then I will flip my page over. And for October 10th, I started that day off with The Changeling. Ooh. And then for 127, I watched Halloween 5. The Revenge of Michael Myers. Oh my fucking god. 128, and thanks to Jenna over at the horror, who she's the one who got me into this, and this is the WNUF Halloween special. And guess what? I actually said the fucking title right. I always get those words mixed up. And number 129, first time viewing that I actually owned. I did watch Pearl. The same deal with X. Didn't understand the wow factor of it, but I did enjoy it. Another 7 out of 10, and boy, she's nuts. And will I see the new film coming out? Yeah, I did. Like, I did like these movies, but I didn't see the wow factor in them. But I'm still keeping this, so whatever. And then I ended last night. I always watch these as a double feature. 130 and 131, I watched Dead Space Downfall and Dead Space Aftermath. And everything I watched last night, and I forgot to grab it. Fuck. 132, I watched Jason X, and another one that I love. I don't care. And the one that I forgot, because if you noticed, I put the poster of it on because I have it in a box set, and I was like, I'm not taking a picture of the box set. I watched the original 84 classic, A Nightmare on Elm Street. I just forgot to grab it so I could show it off, but I did watch it. So, and it's the only one I plan to watch from the set. Okay, now the fun ones. Watched these all on Shudder last night. I wanted to pound out a few first-time viewings, and of course, I unfortunately picked these ones. If you love this series, good on you. I don't. I have watched now every single movie in this franchise. and I don't like it. I don't know why. They just don't gel with me at all. So I don't know what the hell the deal was and is. So for 134, 135, 136, I watched VHS 94, 99, and 85. 94, I gave a 4 out of 10, and the other two I gave 3 out of 10s. I don't know why. I just don't find the stories interesting or compelling or anything. Which is sad, because I like anthology films. But this franchise, I've never been able to connect with it. I don't know why. I just don't enjoy it. The only story I liked is the first one. I think, if I am right, Kids vs. Aliens, that's on Shudder. I think it's based on the segment that's in VHS 2. But VHS 1 with the I like you, that person, that's the only segment I have actually liked. And to the fact that I have Siren on DVD. But yeah, I don't like this franchise. But the funny thing is, if they do put out, I think they are putting out a new one next year, I'll check it out, even though I have a feel, my expectations are going to be like on the ground. So, yep, sorry, I tried the VHS movies, guys. I just don't like them. But if you guys like them, good on you, more power to you. I just didn't care for them. So after those 3 messes, I ended last night with a movie that almost everybody here knows. I love this movie since my mom took my 16-year-old ass to the theater to see it back in August of 1997, and that is Event Horizon. We all know my story on this. I love this movie. It fucked up my head to the point I had nightmares for 6 months. No movie, and this is one of the ones that I put on the ones that scared the absolute hell out of me. That list only has 4 films. None of them new. The last one was 1999. But yeah, there's just something about this movie. I absolutely loved it the first time I saw it. Like, someone did mention that the scare factor has dwindled down, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's almost 30 years old. The scare factor does dwindle down. But everything else about it is awesome. The cast. I mainly went to see this because I've been in love with Sam Neill since seeing him in Hunt for October since I was 10-ish. I love Paul W.S. Anderson's movies. The only one I didn't like was the Three Musketeers film. I did love Mortal Kombat. And I love the cast. The cast is great. The music is great. The visuals are great. I'm one of the people who thinks you don't need the unrated cut of this film. People want to see more of like that scene where you see what happened to the last crew, and I was like, no, I don't need to see more, because that's the part of the movie that really fucked up my head. I don't need to see more. That like 30-second scene in this movie was enough. But if by chance, they're never going to find out. I think it was scrapped, so I don't think we'll ever see it. But I mean, if they do put out an unrated cut, I will watch it because I love this movie. But is an unrated cut needed? No, it's freaky as fuck the way it is. So, last one of last night, 137 Event Horizon, and I will put it down before I continue to talk about it. So there we go, guys. That's all I have watched. Did get quite a few first-time viewings on. Just only 2 that I own, and ironically, X and Pearl were the best rated of the bunch. But yeah, I've got 2 more weeks and to try to pound out this ones. And the one show I wanted to start, Forever Night, I haven't started it yet. But I gotta start it pretty soon, because that was my planned TV show of the marathon. But yeah, we shall see. So let me know what you guys think of these titles. What do you guys think of the VHS films? Are you a fan of them? I'm obviously not, but I love to try to give films a chance. And like I said, I gave the first 2 films 4 out of 10s, and everything else was 4 and 3s. I'm not a fan. And I know a lot of people here, including my friend Nick at the Lost River Drive-In. I think he said he loves Pearl more than X, or it's X more than Pearl. I don't know, but he loves both those movies. But yeah, I think the best watch, of course, it's The Conjuring. That's the highest rated one of this bunch. Conjuring, help me out. I'm looking at the Blu-ray right now. From Beyond. I have a poster of From Beyond. Well, I'll show you guys. Right there. There's my wall in my epic Days Till Halloween. And Event Horizon and that, and my lovely Winnie the Pooh. I still can't believe I actually watched the Winnie the Pooh one. Oh, Jesus. Will I watch the sequel? Maybe, just for the hell of it. So, okay, guys, I've rambled long enough. I hope you guys have a great day. Watch a shitload of movies. And, of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.